Okay, this is going to be a song that is remarkably similar to You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. And before we can even get started, we gotta take a look at the rhythm for this thing. So our trusty intern is going to put up a couple of bars here for you to see what the rhythm's going to look like. And we're going to start off by just tapping the rhythm on your guitar, okay? So you can see we've got the 1, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. That is the rhythm. It's 2 bars, and every beat that you see in parentheses there, you're going to tap on your guitar. Go ahead and try that. 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 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 3, and 4. One more time. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. That's it. If you can get that, you've got the hardest part of the song. Let's see if we can strum that rhythm without worrying about any kind of chord changes. All down strums, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Go ahead and pause if you want to practice that a couple of times. Really get that down before you move on. But now let's go ahead and we're going to add a scratch on the 2. So we're going to play that rhythm, but we're going to scratch on the 2. So it'll sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and scratch. Nice. Okay, let's see. Now let's go ahead and throw the chord changes in. So these are all going to be G's, C add 9s, and D's. So what does that mean for your third finger? It means that it is never going to leave this spot right here. G, C add 9, both your pinky and your third finger are going to stay. And then D, again, your third finger does not have to move. All right, so it's going to go G, scratch, 3 and 4, C, C, G, C, G, G, scratch, C, C, G, C, G, G, scratch. This is the first half. We're going to get to the D in a minute. Okay, so let's try that one more time together. 3 and 4 and G and scratch and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 scratch. So all you're doing is just taking these 2 fingers. That's all you're doing is moving those 2 fingers back and forth as a pair. Let's try it one more time. 3 and 4 and 1 and scratch. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and scratch. 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and scratch. go ahead and, if you want, stop there, practice a little bit more. We're going to move on to the second half, which has exactly the same rhythm, but different chords. So this time we're going to start on a D. So it's D, 2 and 3 to G, 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 C, G, D. That's exactly. So we're looping the second part now. So starting on the D again, it's going to be D and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 4, 2 and 3 and ready with a G. That's the second half. Now all we have to do is put those two things together. It's going to sound like this. G, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and G. So here we go. Let's try to put those two things together. 1 and 2 and 3 and G and G, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and G, 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's how you do it. Okay, that's the first part. Definitely take some time, practice that, watch that the last part of that video, play along a couple of times, and then when you're ready, move on, and we will get to tricky part number 2 of You Shook Me All Night Long.